Okay, there we go. I think you can hear me now. I hope you can. If you can hear me, please let me know.
Hey, Veleta, are you able to hear me?
I can hear you, Rhonda.
Where are we at? Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you too.
hmm
Okay, I am checking to make sure our volume and everything is working properly here. So I'm also monitoring the Facebook group or room. Okay, so I can see all of that information now. So how are you today, Rhonda?
I am doing well, pretty good. So,
That's great to hear.
so glad to be on. So, talk to me. What have I missed? Anything?
Rhonda, do you have your Facebook Live also on? Because you'll need to mute that one.
I don't have Facebook Live on, sweetheart. I'm on the
No?
Zoom.
Okay.
What's going on? What do you hear?
I'm hearing like repeat.
Let me go out and come back in. Sometime it could be technology. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Again, it's our third Q&A. Rhonda is going to rejoin, and we are so glad that we're here today. Hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. I know it's been hot all over the United States. Our weather has been really crazy here in Florida as well. Very hot. And if it's not hot, it's raining. Okay, just want to make sure that we can, our volume is working properly. So Rhonda will be back shortly. And I want to thank you all that's already on here. I hope you all like my new background I created in Zoom. So you know who I am. You know that I'm with LPT Realty. All right. Rhonda should be back on, but I'll go ahead and just, just let you all know that our topic today is going to be, should I rent or buy a home? So I'm not sure where you might be on your journey, whether you prefer to rent or buy. So if you could put in the chat whether you are currently renting, buying, or already uh, purchased. And even if you are not watching live and you do come upon this replay, feel free to go ahead and put whether you're renting or buying, or you can send a private message. All right, guys, I don't see anyone telling me in the comments whether they're renting or buying or already a homeowner. All right, guys, I don't see anyone telling me. So if you are watching live, tell me in the comments where you are in your journey, or again, you can uh, send me a message using Facebook, or my number is also in my bio at Facebook as well. So renting may make sense when flexibility is important for you. So you're not sure whether you want to live somewhere long term, or it isn't financially prepared. If you're not financially prepared for home ownership expenses yet, then renting would be a good option. Or maybe you just don't want the responsibility of owning. On the other hand, then, buying can make sense for someone who wants to stay at a certain location for a long period of time. Maybe it's because of your job, or you want to raise your family in a certain location, then buying would make sense for you. So it's someone that feels they can reasonably handle the cost of home ownership and want to build equity as well in their home. So home ownership fits their financial and personal goals. And I see that I've got this shine here, and that's from our Zoom background. And that is the green screen that I need to set up. So it's fine. So yeah, there's no universal answer that says buying is always better than renting. It really just depends. The question is whether buying makes sense for you right now or not. Yes, good evening, Dr. Celine. How are you? Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you coming on and letting us know that you're here with us. Thank you.
Hey, Veleta, let me know if you still hear the background noise.
No, I don't hear it now.
Perfect,
So,
perfect. I'm kind of shut
yeah.
down and restarted. My laptop probably said it needed a small break.
Okay, let's see. 1 second. 1 second. So it's not you then if you've done that. Oh, yeah, because it's like it's probably the way it's coming through from Zoom.
So you're hearing it again?
It is something that must be coming from Zoom. So let's not worry. I've got my Facebook on mute. Celine, do you hear us talking twice? Just curious if you can let me know.
Hey, Celine, where is she? Is she on the call with us? Is she
She's
chatting in
in
the chat box?
comments.
Comments?
Yes,
Okay.
she's chatting in the chat. Yes. Let me ask her. Okay, she says she just hears it once. She doesn't
Okay.
hear an echo. So
I didn't hear it either, so it might be on your end.
it must be on my end. But as long as you guys aren't hearing it, I'm cool with that.
All right, so we've been talking about the pros and cons of renting. Where are we at? Oh, okay.
We have been talking about the pros and cons of renting versus buying. Just asking people, um, you know, what are their thoughts? Are they renting? Are they buying? Um, why would they rent versus buying? So there's no right or wrong answer. It's just up to that person. So,
All right. I am definitely interested in the feedback because, we know renting is should be a short term situation, but, many times it leads into long term. Many families, individuals end up renting for years. And then we as realtors begin to crunch the numbers for our clients that turn from renting into buying, and they actually don't realize how much money they've actually spent renting. So I'd be
and that's
interested in knowing the feedback on that question.
right. I agree. Yes, that would be some really good feedback to have. Uh, what do you feel, what would you do? Would you purchase? Would you rent? If you had the opportunity to rent or purchase, what would you do?
I think many times it comes down to just again having a conversation with the realtor who really has their eyes and ears on the pulse of what's happening in the real estate market. A lot of people are their first question is, how do I come up with the money to at least down payment wise, or the money to close on the home? And it comes from, again, not really knowing what's out there and available. For instance, I was touring properties today, and new build, ran into a new build. The builder is offering, get this, 15,000 toward upgrades. That's upgrading things in your home. You know, what are upgrades? Upgrades could be potential faucets. It could be um tile. It could be your kitchen island. It could be, what type of countertops you'd like. They're offering $15,000 free money. In addition to that, get this, they are offering $15,000 to work closing cost. So again, I think renting, when you're in that renting space, it turns into a long-term situation because you're not quite sure what's out there and available. Then renters also sometimes speak about the interest rate. This builder is not only offering 15,000 toward closing costs, 15,000 toward upgrades. They are also offering a set 4% interest rate. We haven't seen 4% since back in, I, I'd venture to say not even the 2000s, probably in the 90s at some time. Someone could potentially have 4%, but they bought down that interest rate, but they are offering 4% without a buy down. That is great incentives, and that is a reason to contact a realtor and get information on that.
Yes, some really great points, Rhonda, that you brought up. For sure, there's lots of different ways, and that buy down is something that the lender could even help you sort through so that you're going to get a great interest rate as well. And that's another thing, interest rates have gone down recently. So I know people look at that when they're trying to purchase. And I see Dr. Celine says, purchase, purchase. Nothing like owning your own home. Yes.
It is. It's nothing like it. And, a lot of feedback also is that I don't know if I'm going to be in Florida forever. You know, long gone are the days of that your first home, second home, not even your third home is your forever home. Again, it is putting down roots. It's setting, a financial goal for your family, staying in the home 12 months, 24 months. That's a financial step up. Not step down where renting, you've just given up a whole lot of money. When you go to sell that home, you have what's called equity. You use that money to move out of the state of Florida or you move into your next home. So again, purchasing steps up. Renting, you take a step down. That's in my humble opinion.
Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, that you made some great points. And Dr. Celine says, wants to know, let's see, are there programs to help people who are first-time home buyers? Yes, there are lots of programs for that. And it depends on lots of different things. So the criteria, your lender would go through that with you and see how you would, which programs would be available for you. So the one I really like a lot is it for like firefighters, teachers, um, the service industry. What is that called now? It's the I always get thrown with the name, but it's for our hometown heroes. So that's what they call those types of programs. So if you're in any of that teaching, police officer, firefighter, there's a lot of different programs available.
And we
And
don't
for
want to scare
first-time
anyone
homeowners,
away.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to scare anyone away that's not a teacher, a first responder,
Right,
firefighter.
right,
There
right.
are what's called Florida bond. There are second um HELOCs. Well, not really a HELOC. There's a second loan
Second
that
one.
sits silent, and some
Mhm.
of them are forgivable, some of them you pay back. So you don't
Mhm.
have to just, be a first
Right.
responder. So don't we
Exactly.
don't want you to think
Exactly.
that
Oh.
there are so many options out there to not even,
Mhm.
to not even be able to list what they are in your
Right.
county. There's housing assistance,
Right. That's the county.
DPA,
Hmm.
Osceola down payment assistance. Seminole County has a down payment assistance.
Orange
Orange County has
County.
a down payment assistance. Their rules are a little, similar. Some are a little bit different. There are income based and some require class in class, some are doing Zoom. So it's again
Right.
worth a
Right.
conversation to have.
Exactly. Exactly. And there's one I know if you're purchasing, you're going to live in the farm area. It's a government program for that. So if you love to, live on a farm, is that something you like? Then there's something for that too. So there's a lot of different programs and your lender would be happy to share which program would be best for what you're trying to do. Yes. So, and I think there's no right or wrong answer because it depends on where you are right now. Like if it's not a good time for you to purchase, maybe you're going to be moving and you don't want to purchase in that area, and maybe you're moving to a different state. And so there's still programs regardless of where you are. And LPT as realtors, we can help regardless. So if you're not ready now, just, send us a message when you are, and we can talk about your timeline and how to get prepared because you can use that time before you're ready to purchase to make sure you have everything lined up as much as you can. And Dr. Celine says her next home will be in Boca Raton. Okay, we got your back. Yes, for sure. Just let us know when you're ready. Yes, renting can delay you sometimes from buying. Yeah, because rental prices it's always going up. So, you know, you could be building equity in your own home. Yes, that's right. All right. So anyone else want to add any comments? What do you think? Are you currently renting, buying, thinking about it? And there's something else too that you cannot get more of, and that's land, right? So even if you're not ready to buy a home right now, I mean, you can always get land, and when you're ready, you can build on it. So that's another opportunity, to prepare for where you want to live and what you want your house to look like. So if you're looking for new purchase, to as well, that's something that's a wonderful thing. No one's lived there before. It's going to be your first home that no one's ever lived at, for instance. Or you can build from your land. Yes. So we come on weekly. I think Rhonda is still on here with me. I'm not sure. But yes, it's a
I'm here.
weekly. Okay. I wasn't sure. So Dr. Celine, you can always share our lives. And usually I post something at least the day before just to make sure that it's going to be a time that works for me too. So, but it will be weekly. And I really appreciate you coming on and definitely share so that others can see the value that we want to bring to everyone, to talk about anything real estate and answer questions that they might have. And if you have any questions that you want to personally send us, that's something you could do too. Just send us through our Facebook Messenger, and we'll set up a time if you want to talk more and privately about your situation. So even if you're going to watch this after the live, we would still love to hear your feedback on what you think, about renting versus buying. Yeah. So how's the weather where you are, Dr. Celine? I know it's been hot here in Florida or raining. I think all over the United States has been having some crazy weather. Okay. Yes. So, what have you been hearing from your the people you talk to, Rhonda, about renting versus buying? Have you had any conversations lately? Okay, it's hot where you are. Yes, it's been a heat wave all over. And just feel free to share with us as well. I know the people I talk to, I have one person that's thinking about purchasing now. They've been renting and paying a lot of money um, over the years, and they're finally deciding maybe purchasing would be the best for them at this time. So they want to live near their job. So which would be a perfect place to purchase, so they're not traveling 2 hours to get to work. Yeah.
That definitely makes sense.
Mhm. All right. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Rhonda? Mhm.
No, no, I kind of shared my thoughts on it and, my feedback.
Okay, well, I really appreciate that. Yes, Dr. Celine, when you know better, you do better. That's for sure. I agree 100% with that. So, yeah, next week we will be bringing another topic. I don't have that right now, but right now we just want to know if your rent went up recently, type rent in the comments, tell us some more things about renting versus buying. Like, what is your biggest concern about buying? So we can talk about that. Is it credit? Is it your down payment, your monthly payment, or just maybe you're not sure how to move from renting to owning? And that's where we can help you. Um, we can help you set up a timeline and then look at the different things that you might be concerned with. And also comment buy, if you would like a private rent versus buy review, and we can go over that with you. So please tell us so that we can help answer your questions. Okay. So if you are renting and wondering whether they're buying, just send us a message. Um, and we'll be happy to help. And if you're ready now, or maybe you need 6 months to improve credit or save more money, either way, knowing where you stand is the first step. And going over that with the realtor can really help get you going. We have the right people that can look at your lender, that can look into if there's any first time home buy program for you, which there are lots of them, but we just need to know more information from you to better help. So I'm not going to keep you guys here. It's 8:36, but anything did you want to tell us anything else, Dr. Celine? Because I really appreciate that you joined us here today. Um, if not, we'll be back next week and we'll continue our discussions. Okay. I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes to see if anyone has anything they would like to add. All right. Be blessed, Dr. Celine. And we will see you on the next live. That's right. Well, thank you all for
Right.
joining us. Thank you, Rhonda. I really appreciate that you
Absolutely.
were on and share some nuggets with us. And that's our goal. We want to make sure we can help you. So just remember the best time to buy is not based on what someone else is doing. It is when it makes sense for your budget, your goals in your life, and just let us know how we can help you. So please like, share, and follow for more real estate and home buying tips. And if you have a question you did not want to ask publicly, just send us a private message. We are here to help. All right. Have a great
Absolutely.
rest of your day.
Great
Yes.
job. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.